1, go.
Hey guys, this is Zombie Hunter 64. Thank you for subscribing to my blog. I've been doing all my research all night long on government conspiracies to bring you the latest information. I want to talk about 9/11 right now. We all know what happened that day, but what really happened in the aftermath that the government caused? Oh shit, okay. We're going to have to pause there for a second.
No, that's fine. You can keep going, and then I'll edit it.
All right. We know that the government declared war right after 9/11, but what really happened in the aftermath? What really happened was the federal government had fear. They overreacted and caused racial discrimination against Muslims and Arabic people and anybody that the society of America thought would have been. In one case in Arizona, a man killed another man out of vengeance because he wanted to get back for 9/11 against Arabs. However, the man that he actually killed was of Indian descent, so he had no right to even bother trying to kill this man. And it was fear that the government sparked in this man that caused him to get this far. After 9/11, the government created several laws allowing itself to take away the civil liberties of Arabic and Muslim people that it classified into these categories. Over 5,000 were detained and questioned right after 9/11 under no evidence of having any terrorist activity whatsoever, and they were treated as though they were unloyal to American society in every way, shape, and form. They were detained for even up to months, and several non-citizens, actually not several, over 500 were charged with minor crimes against their visas that were apparently all of a sudden expired and they were no longer welcome in this country. The government, however, being secretive like they normally are, covered all of this up. The Attorney General still to this day will not release information on how these people were treated after they were detained. If it were possible for me to get a hold of one and interview him, I would love to be able to. Just to show you all how cool our government really is. A doctrine called the plenary power doctrine was passed that allows the executive branches in Congress to go unchecked by the judiciary branch.
You can do that one line over if you want.
I'm going to. This doctrine allows Congress and the executive branch to go unchecked with their power by the judiciary branch against racial discrimination. In other words, the executive branch and Congress have unlimited power to... In other words, Congress and the executive branch have unlimited power to go unchecked by segregation of race. Okay, I gotta see where to go now. Is it safe to say now that we have a proper system of checks and balances, or does really the judiciary branch work side by side with the executive branch or even Congress to create a system of unequal checks and balances towards what they believe they want America to be? Okay. Put yourself in the shoes of an Arabic person at this time. You have no contact with any terrorist organizations, but yet everybody has a target on your back right now. You feel completely un-American, and like your rights have been taken away from you. Nobody trusts you, and you're dehumanized in the face of American society. You tell me if that is really American, and that is what the government sparked right here, through their fear. It is un-American to believe that any of this should be legal, and it is un-American to think that it is okay. That's really all I got.
All right. Thank you. All right, get up and just pretend like you're from the sitting part, and just pretend like you're at a brain farts part, and then pretend like just say stuff like, "Oh, I got it right here." Oh, I know.
So be like this at first.
Yeah, and just so basically mental instability.
Okay. So it's got to be over here right now. Put this somewhere.
And then sit down with me. Good. And pretend like, oh, I gotta find it on the computer. I gotta look up the website.
Where was that website? That's not it either. There we go.
Good. And anything else you want to do?
Good job.
Thank you.
Smack your head, like pull your hair. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing that.
I smiled right there. I probably shouldn't do that. Smeagol moments. Oh my gosh.
That's perfect. That's good.
This source right here is what shows the plenary power doctrine. This is what is unjudicial. Oh, fuck. I messed up.
No, that's
You
fine.
do that.
You do it again.
Okay.
Judicial is a tricky word to
Let's,
say.
it's supposed to be. I gotta think of the word real quick. Anti-constitutional. Alright. This source right here is my source for the plenary power doctrine. This is unconstitutional against the government, but yet it is proof showing that they still passed it.
That's good. Hey, Mom, how's it going?
Good, it's going great. How are you?
Oh, just at work, you know. They're trying to slave me away here at the coffee stand.
Good. We need that money to be sent over.
Well, I mean, what the heck? We've been sending money over since the 1960s when Grandpa Jose was, you know, working in California in the fields. Why do I still have to do this?
Because it's too hard to make a living here on the farm.
Well, why don't we do something else? Why don't we send more people over? I mean, I'm the only kid out of 10 freaking cousins that has to do this job. Why can't anybody else come over and earn money and send it home?
We're depending on you to improve the standard of our living back home, so you have to do that instead of go on your skiing trip for Christmas break.
Wait. I can't go on my ski trip for Christmas break?
No, we are really depending on you.
What? Are you kidding me? Oh, I was planning to do that with my buddies. I mean, I've been living with my roommates for like 4 years. We all speak Spanish in the house, and we have a really tight group. You know, what we've been doing all year is we've been studying together, we've been working together, and the only reason we understand each other is because we're all from like Latin America. So how else am I gonna, you know, we've been working together, so why can't I have my free time with them?
You know Uncle Enrique needs this help. Don't
Uncle
be selfish.
Enrique? Oh, don't bring Uncle Enrique in here.
Don't be selfish.
All right, Mommy, whatever you say. Well, what's going on with how's church going, Mom?
Church is good.
Making everyone go on the. Are you still making everybody go to church?
Yep, still.
Yeah, I found a really nice
church.
place, Mama, in Spokane. There's the Catholic priest. He knows Grandpa Jose, and he says he sends his best wishes.
Oh, tell him we said hi.
Yeah, they've been really nice to me, Mom. When I first got here last year, he found me a place to stay. He found me a place to work, and then that's why I'm working at the coffee shop because of the Catholic priest. He hooked me up.
Well, how's the election going? The current election?
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started on the election. Do you know how many stinking issues are coming down on Spokane? Well, in Washington State alone, they want to take away people's gun rights by saying that they have to do a background check and all this crazy stuff. I mean, it's crazy, and I don't believe in that. I mean, what do you think? Do you think we should have guns? Have to get a background check before we get them at a gun show or online?
Well, I don't know too much about American policies on guns, so I'm not sure.
Well, another thing that really ticks me off is they're trying to make sure that, you know, the taxes for the Spokane tribes is, they're going to subsidize it, and that's insane. I mean, elections are coming up in only a couple weeks, and people still don't know what that's about.
Well, it's your job to get out there, promote, and continue to work.
I don't know, Mommy. Who do you think I should vote for the new Congresswoman? Should I go Democratic or Republican? Because you've always raised me to be Republican.
I am going to tell you Republican, but I feel like you're growing up, you're a man now, you can decide on your own.
Oh, that's awesome, Mommy. Thank you.
No problem, son. I got to get back to working.
All right. Sounds good. I'll talk to you later. I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Bye.
What did we miss?
Hey, I forgot to ask you, what are your plans for summer?
Oh, let me tell you, I'm going to bring Jose, or let me think of a name.
When do you want me to come in? Like,
I'll look up at you.
okay.
I'll like give the look like.
Okay.
Yeah, scared look.
Help me think of a Puerto Rican name.
Puerto Rican name.
Pablo. So racist.
I know.
So that's a question.
Okay. Hey, I forgot to ask you, what are you going to do for the summer?
Oh yeah, summer. I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna bring Pablo over. He's gonna catch a flight with me, and he's gonna meet the family. I know he's not real Puerto Rican, but he says he's third generation, and he wants to see what it's like back at the motherland. But I don't think customs is gonna be a problem because, you know, as of recently, I guess the government really wants people to come visit, so he should not have any border fees or anything. They're saying that they support people coming back to the motherland, so they want to waive his border fees. If that's cool, so I should be. Oh.
Hey,
Mom,
what did I tell you about making phone calls at work? I don't need your minimum wage working immigrant ass taking that many breaks at work. You can get out of this coffee stand if you're gonna be like that.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm on my go. Bye. Hey, what will it be?
Can you see us?
No one's wearing a skirt, right?
Right.
Oh.
Binder. Man, I'm not gonna have a headdress for Halloween. This stinking Indian costume struggles for real.
Man, what do you know about that? That's right.
Should we go in the room?
I guess.
Let's try
I don't know how.
You'll have to try to. Well, we might be okay. You just have to project your voice
Towards that.
towards that. I mean, it's only gonna be like 5 minutes. Man, my costume is gonna be a fail for Halloween. They don't have any Indian headdresses on Amazon.com. Man, I struggled real good.
Man, what do you know about Indian struggling?
What? I know plenty about Indians.
Yeah, but did you know after the war in 1812, the government pressured tribes to move east of the Appalachian Mountains or the Louisiana Purchase area? This land is where most of the tribes settled after they were forced to relinquish their land to the west.
No, of course I do. I took American content. What do you know?
Did you know that in 1830 they actually forced the remaining tribes to move into Oklahoma?
Yeah, because it took over 50 years for them to get the Indians out of anywhere east of the Mississippi River. What do you got?
Near the end of the 19th century, there was a new goal for the U.S. government. American Indians were seen as. Let me just do that part. Okay. Near the end of the 19th century, there was a new goal for the U.S. government. American Indians were seen as savages and civil beings.
The true goal was to isolate them from their actual territory and their remaining country.
Yeah, of course, because that started some hardships between the communities, right? I mean, except for the great losses, their tribal members get strung out on a trailer to go to that new place. They also were, you know, the only special tribes were like the Nez Perce tribe. They took a stand and, you know, didn't want to get removed from their ground. Nothing came of that, right? So, anyways, yeah, these reformers come in, right? They urged to commit acts that would inherently or inadvertently cause extinction among American Indians. They tried to kill them off, right?
Well, yeah, but did you know the government's response to that was to create Americanized schools for them so they could be civilized? And did you know children were forced into these schools and were punished if they participated in activities that related to their own culture?
Oh, please, that's common knowledge.
Did you also know that many Indians were often forced into Christianity and also forced to farm their lands that were once taken from them, and they still feel as though they haven't received their lands back?
Have we ever seen the New Deal thing? Like came out from President Roosevelt? That was about the Americans trying to get providing economic relief during the Great Depression. The thing with the stinking deal was it provided projects to control ecological issues, which provided jobs and programs for American Indians. During that time, the Indian Reorganization Act allows the stepping stones for tribes to once again, you know, get up and govern themselves. That's fine.
government tried to terminate and set out all their legal issues with the tribes, they terminated the status of all their reservations and helped them to relocate to urban areas. The House Concurrent Resolution Act of 1953 was the beginning of what would end all programs for the government agencies also encouraged them to move further out into urban areas. Between 1952 and 1972, over 100,000 Indians relocated.
Good deal, bro. You know how to Google. What two are you classes in? It sounds like we have a lot of the same knowledge as far as American heritage.
We're in.
What class are you guys in that you know all this stuff?
We just did our research. No specific class.
I just use Google.
Race and culture.
You're not in race and culture? What class are you guys in that you know all this stuff?
Race and culture 100 intro.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Well, I guess we're at a standstill because we both know a lot about American culture.
Apparently.
American Indians now have much more independent role in their governing communities. They have a larger ability to oversee their affairs. In addition, the urbanization of American Indians has led to a larger American Indian population in urban areas. This, of course, comes with its own disadvantages, as now they are faced with challenges of assimilation to mainstream American culture. As tribes work towards being free of
Yeah, me neither. Was that it? I think that was it.
Okay, so I just have to reread the end. American Indians now have a much more independent role in governing their communities. They have a larger ability to oversee their affairs. In addition, the urbanization of American Indians has led to a larger American Indian population in the urban areas. This, of course, comes with its own disadvantage, because now as they are faced with challenges of assimilation to the main American culture, these tribes are working towards being free. This is horribly worded. American Indians have a much more independent role in governing their communities nowadays. They have the ability to oversee their own affairs. In addition, urbanization of American Indians has led to a larger American Indian population in these urban areas. This, of course, comes with its own disadvantages, as now they are faced with challenges of assimilation into this mainstream American culture. As these tribes try to provide,
Maybe we should just take that line out.
as these tribes try to identify themselves with the freedoms we have in the United States.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yay.
So I think we are good at that. So we got,
I think we did all the skits, right?
we did all the skits, we did your skit, no more left these cases. And then,
Which one?
Jason, what do you have to say about the topic?
Okay, so those are all my notes.
Oh,
So,
do you want them? Because it'll help with your,
oh, my feedback.
do you want the copy?
Oh no, I need mine. Wait, are we supposed to? Oh, I have mine. Do we do feedback on everybody's section?
We can when it's, okay?
Okay.
Or just pretend like you're talking to one of your friends. So, like, start with something like, from these videos we see that blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
You don't have to look at the camera. You can just pretend like you're talking to him.
Okay.
Actually, let's clear this clutter so it looks like a different scene.
Let's make it look orderly.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, don't worry about it.
Hopefully. That's the
That looks horrible. It's like a crime scene here. Alright, try again.
You want me to pick some of this up?
No, you're fine. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so remember when we were in class and we were learning about citizenship and all of that stuff? Okay, so this is what I kind of took away from it. I think this is what the teacher was talking about.
Alright.
So citizenship allows people to participate fully in society and be active participants in their community. Citizenship historically was developed along the lines of racial and ethnic hierarchies, which give more groups access to social and political power and excludes others. Kinda. It's kind of right? Okay. And the people that don't have citizenship are pushed to the margins of society with little leverage in shaping major social institutions that have an impact on their life. So basically, people without citizenship have to live by these laws that were made for them, or created, but not created for them in the first place. Yeah, okay. I also learned that the U.S. was viewed as an Anglo-Saxon state settlement, which helped shape the views for excluding and treating different racial and ethnic groups, which then brought us to the Constitution in our class, and then we talked about how the Constitution was created for a specific group of people and completely left out minorities. And then the 1802 Act, which was placed in 1802, helped citizenship regulations shift a little bit differently. So then that allowed people, free white persons, people that have 5 years of residency, and people with good character to have citizenship. But in 1894, a Japanese immigrant wanted citizenship, so he went through all the trials and stuff, but was denied access because he wasn't a Caucasian, but he fell under good citizenship and had been in the country for 5 years. So that was kind of confusing too. So I'm just kind of trying to wrap all these concepts together and make sure that I'm on the right path. So was that kind of what you got?
That was exactly what I got from that class.
Okay, good. That's what I got in my notes.
That was great.
Great.
Do you have anything that you want to say over? Like, because you can go back and we can edit it so that whatever you say, we can splice it in there basically, and you can re-say whatever
Was
you
there
want.
parts that I was kind of like...
No, you're fine, because
it
it's
was
human.
all fluent.
Oh, okay.
Because it's totally, I don't want it to sound like you
Too
memorized
words.
it. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm cool.
I mean, they're also not expecting this to be like a professional podcast.
Right.
I don't know.
But
This
did I
isn't
look like I was reading too much?
No, that's fine. I mean, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
you're just presenting ideas.
Yeah, you're naming off facts.
Okay. Yay!
Oh. Okay.